Hi, this is a video to help you create a second account in June's Journey. Note that June's Journey rules say you should only have one account, so if you have any problems and message them, don't tell them you're creating a second account. I did this on an Android tablet, and so steps like screen printing, the way I described it, would work on an Android device, but it's probably different on an iPhone, so if you can't figure out how to do things like that, look them up on YouTube. Make sure, look up screen print on iPhone or something like that. You can find all kinds of stuff on YouTube. So let's go through the steps here. We're going to log into our main June's Journey account the way you usually do. I have an account up since it's not connected to Facebook, and I don't really know how to log into it except to go into June Hit Play, but I have it up. We're calling this a main account, and what we want to do is we want to find the account ID. This is very important. You want to make note of it. Just under Help, you see User ID. Mine is CGC2-P4VR-6YX9. And please don't use my account, but once again, this is not really my main account because I'm keeping my ID private. So let's do a screen print on that. And when we do a screen print, you can save it to your computer by doing something like, if you have Google Drive, you can save it to Google Drive. And then it'll probably be on many devices, any of your devices that have Google Drive. You'll have the screen print that'll have your user ID. You can write it down on a sheet of paper. I've already done that. I've tried this video a few times and had some issues, so I've got that written down. So I'm all good with having my account ID all set up just in case. So, and then if something goes wrong, which it really shouldn't if you follow these steps, but if something goes wrong, your ID can be sent to June's Journey Help, and they will restore your account for you. It's much easier for them to restore your account if they have the ID. They might be able to restore your account without the ID. I've seen that happen in the past. So now, make sure your main account is connected to Facebook, and it doesn't have to be your main real life account, just some account that you can log into. So if you go to the left of your profile, that's where you can see I'm not connected on Facebook. So I'm gonna connect it because I don't know how to have two accounts and to switch between them without connecting to Facebook. So this account I'm calling Shelly, so I'm gonna continue as Shelly to connect. And it's going to reload itself. It's going to give me some free energy bars as a present for connecting to Facebook. And my name is not Shelly, so like I said, if you don't want to connect it to your real life account, it's best to create an email with some name like Shelly and then create a Facebook account using the email. And then you can connect to that Facebook account. So Shelly's going to look like, her star's points are all chopped off. I might have to fix her picture someday, but she looks like a star. Anyway, let's see where we're at in our steps. So now we did make sure our main account was connected to Facebook. Right? I'm calling Shelly my main account. So now we're going to log out of that account. So in order to log out, you hit that settings button in the top right corner, then you hit the social tab, and on the right under the F Facebook logo you hit edit connections, and then you could hit log out, and you hit log out again, and it'll log out. It takes a little while. Once it brings up this screen, it's logged out. So our next step is to log out of Facebook. So I'd rather not be on Facebook yet. Now, I was going to show you, I think a good next step would really be to create a new email account and create a new Facebook account using that email to verify the Facebook account. So if you create a Facebook account, it asks you to give them your phone number. I don't want to give them my phone number if I have a second Facebook. Which phone number am I going to give them? The same as my first? I don't know what they're going to do with that. If they're going to get mad saying, hey, you're the same as this other person. So I'd rather use an email. And then I also like to use emails that make me prove I'm a human being rather than using my phone to verify the email. So I used Outlook to create the email, which works well. It has pictures and you have to prove your, find the penguin or whatever. Well, that worked really well on Windows this morning, but when I tried on my tablet, my Android tablet, to create an Outlook email, the verification looked a little bit different than the penguin. It had me picking a scene where it had two objects the same, and I got up to 10 times, and it still wouldn't move forward. So I think Outlook on Android is broken right now. So I ended up creating my email on my computer where I don't have video, and I created my Facebook account because I also couldn't get to the email option on Facebook, creating the account without it showing you what my regular email is, and I'm trying to be a little more private than that. I hope you can appreciate that. So I do actually have a Facebook account. Mitzi Gaines is going to be my second account, and I have it set up on the device already. So create an email, create the Facebook, have it set up on your device. So now we can go to the next step, and and I put a picture on it too. Mitzi is going to look like a heart. So in June's Journey, she'll look like that purple heart. So then we're going to log out of Facebook. I wasn't logged out. I wasn't in any account. Now we're going to get into June's Journey. We should have the option to connect or new game, and we do. So we're going to pick new game so we can actually create this second account. And we click I accept. And every time you see that I accept, if you don't want to create a new game, I would get into settings and force stop June. It'll get out of this. Because if you accidentally pick that instead of connect, instead of having to go through all this new game mess and then try to trash that game or something. So it's going to make me find some things, so you might want to skip forward in this video a little bit to where after I found this stuff, but it makes us jump through some hoops in order to get started, obviously. So I'm just going to find these things. And I should probably put some sound on. Where's the easel? There it is. Alright, and then it won't let you play anymore. You've got to go and buy the table and chairs and talk to Mrs. Talbot. You know, the beginning of the game, the story. There are some hints about starting a new account. So I would, I'm probably going to do a separate, you have to put the garden chairs where they want them. You can't put them somewhere else. It's really funny. You can move them later. And then we have the story, a couple more seconds and that's done. And you have to tap on them to finish. And she's leveled up, which is nice. I can't even move the table and chairs yet. I have to hit the play button. They want you to play number 2, but you don't have to. You can close that. You can move your table and chairs somewhere if you want to, like I want to. It's nice that you can upgrade your estate, because let's face it, the beginning of the game, the biggest challenge is flowers. Energy is a bit of a challenge too, but flowers is a really big challenge. So let's say we started that new account. Let's go back at our steps. So we did do a new game at number 12. So now we're on 13. It can be nice to earn all 5 stars in the first scene. If you earn all 5 stars in the first scene and then connect to Facebook, and then you can log out because you're connected to Facebook and you have something you can really log out of. And then when you log back in, it'll bring you the newbie seasonal set. So, also, I mean, you could say, are you happy with this account? Or would you rather scrap it? I mean, if you're happy, connect it to Facebook. And if you want to try a new account again, try doing a forced stop on June's Journey. Let's see if that works. Let's see if we can just scrap this account. We haven't done much. So I go into settings, I hit my little gear for settings, I go into apps, and I find June's Journey down here. Let's see what happens if we do this. So I force stopped it. I'm going to go ahead and clear the cache, not the data. And then I'm going to go back into June. And it's loading from the beginning, but what will it do? So what I'm wondering, is it going to give me an option to connect or play? Or is it going to get me an option to connect or new game? Now, it doesn't look like it's going to let me scrap it that easy. I don't know. Let's try something different then. Let's try clearing the data. I've never really cleared the data on June before, and it seems like all your Facebook accounts are in the cloud. It says they're in the cloud. So let's go ahead and clear the data and see if that made a difference. So we'll try loading again. If it still says play, then you might not be able to scrap the new game very easily, because you have to get to a point where it'll tell you, oh, it did. So if you clear the data, you can try new game all over again. So now, unfortunately, we'll have to do all that all over again. But that's the method. If for some reason you did something really weird and you really wished you hadn't done it, you wished you didn't spend your energy that way, or you just want to try again and do it a little differently, you could. So now we have to find the things again. And so we find the things again. And I still didn't turn the volume on. Oh well. But I don't think I had much of a chance yet. So we're going to go back to our island again, and we're going to buy those table and chairs again. I hope you're not hearing my squeaking chair. I apologize about that. Then we get the story again. But I think if you're going to connect it to Facebook, which I'm going to do in a moment, you do want to be happy with it. And then once you play it forward on Facebook, oh, I have to hit the play button. It insists I hit the play button. It wants me to play Scene 2 and Find Virginia. I don't actually have to find Scene 2 and Find Virginia. A nice thing to do is to play Scene 1 until you get the get all the stars. But let's first just prove that you can connect to Facebook. Let's worry about the picture and everything later. We're going to connect to Facebook, and we're going to do Mitzi. It says I'm connected, so it reloads, and it's going to give me a couple bars of energy. And really, at this point, you've successfully created a second account. So let's leave her table and chairs in front. Let's leave her thing needing to be upgraded. And let's log out of Mitzi. So remember, you log out by hitting that button on the top, the gear, for the settings, and you hit social, edit connections, log out, and it makes you verify you're going to log out. So the way you're going to switch between your accounts, we're going to make sure that the account that we have we're going to log out of Mitzi, but we're going to make sure our Shelly, now Shelly was our main account. And you know, you can see it's not my main account, but like I said, so we're going to make sure Shelly's still here and she still looks the same. Now, when you get to this screen, I think this is where people screw up their accounts. Oh, I wish they didn't do it like this, but always, always, always pick the option on the right. Never, never, never pick the one on the left. Always on the right. It doesn't even matter if it's correct or not. Log into it, log out of it, and fix it later if it's not correct, because I tell you, if you pick that option 1, it's going to overwrite the option that's on the right, and that's where people trash their games. So you just don't ever, I wish they didn't even have that option. That option's dangerous. So yeah, this is not the account we just left. The table and chairs are in the back. This is not upgradable. It's got a longer path. This is, well, I gotta change the name, but this is our Shelly account. So we have the main account still all good. And then we're going to go back into the Mitzi account, the new account. And I'm going to play a little further, and you can skip ahead in the video. I should have a note where the play ended, because if you earn to your first star in, your 5th star, I mean, now it was the option on the right, even though they're both Orchid Island level 1, it's always the one on the right. It doesn't even matter. It's always the one on the right. Always, always, always the one on the right. That's the thing that will keep you from screwing up your account, by always picking the one on the right. It's a Facebook account, and you can just trash it if you want. So we're going to upgrade her estate. She can use all the flowers she can get. That levels her up 1. I like to move their stuff back. I think it's nice to say, hey, come on, give me some bushes and leave plenty of front yard. I don't know if I can do this yet. I think I have to get some more stars before I can buy the path. I don't know why. It zooms way over where everything's locked. Yeah, well, I was going to buy some more road, but I'll have to do it later. Alright, so basically we're going to... Oh, you know what? We're going to turn the music off. We're going to have the sound effects on a little bit. And I think I just wasn't hearing anything because I had the sound down on my computer, on my tablet. So now we're going to have a little sound. Maybe it won't sound so bad. You don't get the energy discount until you finish. Well, at least you turn around the page to chapter 2. But that's difficult for flowers. So we're going to find these things. And this will help us get a marvelous thing from the seasonal set. When you earn the 5th star and you log off and log on, it'll bring you the seasonal set. And you open that 5th star box after it gives you the seasonal set. And it gives you a marvelous every time. Just the first time. Not the second 5-star box. That's not any guaranteed marvelous. But the first one is. So I'm going to shut up and play. I have no idea where the palm is. got the 5-star box, we unlock something in the game, but we have to do more than return to the island, and you can't use your bush boat yet. You get your bush boat, well, you get it in chapter 2. But there's a way you can use it earlier. It's curious. So now we're just going to log right back in. We're just going to connect again. We're not going to change accounts. We're going right back into Mitzi. Always the option on the right. I wonder if you could clear your data again and then not have the option on the left. I don't know. I'm going to have to try that. So now we're going to have the seasonal set, and this is the seasonal set that comes with the new players, and you really want to get this. It's nice to get it early. They give you 40 diamonds and insist you buy the beagles. 40 diamonds for 50 flowers. I'm sorry, but I never buy flowers with diamonds. I don't understand it. I know they come in immediately, but I believe in buying flowers as much as you can early and not having to spend a bunch of money on diamonds. So now also we got the daily delivery activated, so we'll get something every day. That would have come eventually, but we get it a little sooner by getting that 5-star, logging out and logging in. Sometimes at the beginning of the game, the logging out and logging in is very useful. Now I'm going to buy her path because I like the road. I just like it to connect. It, you know, it looks a little nicer. And plenty of room for bushes. Maybe a lot of people will give her bushes later. I don't know. We'll see if we get lucky. So, basically that's a new account. And I'm going to do a separate video about account unlocks. But I did show you how to unlock the seasonal set. I hope this was helpful. And remember to subscribe to my channel so that you can find more videos. And I intend to make a lot of gameplay videos that you could use to help study for Sweep the Board. Thanks a lot.